So in the Balokanda of Ramayana, we find that particular story, and perhaps you all know that story. I'm not going into the details, but just want to say something about the Sagar, the 30th ancestor of the Lord Rama. He wanted to perform the sacrifice, Ashwamedh sacrifice, and for this, that he tried to perform this, but out of jealousy, Indra stole his horse, and then he sent his 60,000 sons just to search that particular horse. Now that is the journey, again it is a journey, that the sons ultimately reach to the Sagar Island and meet the Kapil, the sage Kapil, just to find out the horse. And they thought that that horse was stolen by the sage Kapil, and then the Kapil, out of anger, cursed them and reduced them to ashes. Now, after the few generations, the great grandson of Sagar, that is Bhagirath, came into the scene, and he tried to propitiate first Brahma and then Lord Shiva, just to for pray. He prayed for that water, and that is the descent of Ganga, and Ganga comes down at that time after propitiating Shiva and Brahma, that Ganga had to come down to the earth. So that is the journey of Ganges, river Ganges from the Himalayas. Now the Balakanda of Ramayana has a graphic description of this, that is the descent of Ganga. And now when from the head of the Shiva, Ganga comes down to the earth, then she splits herself into 7 rivers. Now in the morning that Dr. Fonia has already mentioned that river of that particular 7 rivers at this. Now what is interesting to find that the names are quite different. In the Puranic text, we have that particular, the story, the mentions of that particular story. So in the Vayu Purana, we find that actually that particular descent of Ganga has been mentioned in Vayu Purana, and here we find the names, that is the Nolini, Radhini, Pabuni. These are the eastern, that these 3 streams flow towards east, and then the 3 other rivers, the Shita, Chakshu, and Sindhu, went to the western side, and the 7th one followed the chariot of Bhagirath. Now here we can see that the streams are not identified. We cannot identify it with the modern names, but only the Sindhu we can identify, and it goes to the western side. Now, what is interesting that the Ramayana and any Puranic text cannot give us the topographical situations of this, the flow of the Ganga. But definitely, we know that it comes from the Himalayan part and flows through a vast stretch of land in the northern plains and reaches to meet the Sagar.